So here at Oneness Law, today we are talking about what must the seller disclose when engaging in a conveyancing matter here in Queensland. As you know, 1st of August 2025, there were some changes made to the property law here and the processes for conveyancing here. Now, a little reminder, we are not giving out legal advice here. So if you'd like legal advice, you're welcome to contact us, or you can seek that advice from another legal practitioner. So as a seller, you are required to now complete a Form 2 disclosure with the contract, or before the contract is created. And this is also in addition to particular certificates and documents that must be provided for the buyer. If these documents are not provided, or there's a mistake or error that's made, then it may give the buyer grounds to terminate. And this applies if the property is residential or commercial and even vacant land. So I'm just going to go through a very simple 6-part process here to let you know this is the sorts of things that you as a seller need to collect and need to disclose. So part 1 is just your general seller information that's usually required, and then also lot information about the property. Part 2, we're looking at ordering things like a title search, plan search, unregistered encumbrances that need to be disclosed. We're looking at things like tenant history and also rental increases. Part 3, we're looking at things like zoning, infrastructure, environmental contamination, tree orders and heritage orders. Part 4, we're looking at things like pool safety, owner-builder notices, and other notices from local authorities. Part 5, we're looking at things like rates and water charges. And Part 6, if it's a community title scheme property, then we're looking at documents related to that. And all of these documents must be included in with the Form 2 alongside the contract before the buyer can sign the contract. Now, I'd like to remind you, this does not include things like structural defects, pest issues, asbestos. However, it's still going to assist the buyer to make a much more informed decision than before. And you're probably still going to get buyers asking for things like building and pest conditions and maybe other conditions, so that they can still do those further investigations around structural soundness of buildings, pest issues that may be the asbestos, etc. So how does Oneness Law assist you with this? Well, we come from a holistic approach when we're working with our clients. So yes, we can prepare the Form 2 for you if the agent does not. We can also review the Form 2 if it's already been prepared by the agent. We can order the searches for all the relevant documents that you need. We can advise on things like timing and also, of course, because the Form 2 is to be provided before, or it can be provided with the contract, but the contract can't be prepared beforehand and signed before the Form 2 is completed and the searches have arrived. And we can also manage exemptions and waivers if applicable as well, and take you through the usual conveyancing process, but with a more holistic and unique approach, because you are unique in your own way. And so we find out where you're at and we do what we can to meet you where you are. So if you want to reduce your risk and your stress, welcome to contact us. Our website is www.onennesslaw.com.au. Now, law is spelled L-O-R-E. You can also email us info@onennesslaw.com.au.